Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I'm going to show you my membership plan and my membership courses, and that is 0 to hero courses and based on the real-time projects and scratch based projects. So start from beginning and to make it professional projects. Okay, so started from the .NET Core, and I have done minimum 2 to 3 projects in .NET Core. Okay, and now just started after that I started web API projects, REST API project, and just consume this REST API in the Blazor, Angular, and as well as the React. So in .NET Core I have used Entity Framework Core and SQL Server. Okay, so lots of things actually pendings, and I will give you project based courses in just 800 rupees and $15. It is a full it is a full stack development courses. Okay, I will give you. Okay, and how to get this deal and how to get this membership. It's a very easy step to do this. First of all, I want to show you which projects actually I have done in this membership right now. That is MVC core projects. You will get it freely, complete source code and the complete video tutorials. So MVC core projects is concert booking system with the fundamentals also. So fundamentals videos also give you, and MVC core projects like concert booking system, that is repository based on the repository pattern, student information system, that is clean architecture projects, student attendance management system, and link building projects. So these are the projects I have done in ASP.NET Core MVC, that is based on .NET 6 and 7. And now just after that I will give you Microsoft Blazor project, that is bookshop project. And now after that I will give you Angular project, that is also bookshop project. And you know that Blazor and Angular project actually consume the same API. So I will give you API projects as well as the fundamentals of the API. So you know guys, it's amazing projects. Okay, in just 800 rupees. Just fill this full stack development form. That is your name, your email ID, your contact number, transaction reference ID, order ID, or the PayPal ID. And that is courses fee, that is 800 rupees for the Indian users and $15 for the other country user. So you can choose this Paytm QR code, or you know that for the 800 rupees for the Indian user, you can choose this QR code, and also you can choose the PayPal ID for other country user like US, UK, and Australia. So just pay $15, and also you can use my PayPal ID. Okay, that's fine. Now just after that you will find this link in your video description box. So must to check your video description box and fill this form and get the membership. In membership you will find a complete video tutorial of these projects, and like Angular, like API, like Blazor, like and all. Okay, so that's cool. Now just after that I will after it I will show you how to crack this code. Okay, so here I'm providing you the complete source code of the projects. Okay, so we all know that how to use that is the second thing to add in our code, that is register options. The first one is the that register controller. So controller is the separate project. So first of all you can see services.add controllers with views, but right now here we have only a API project, so that we can add a controller part separately with the projects. Okay, so here we have a add application part, and add application part is assembly reference.assembly. The same thing you can do it with that it's a separate part, assembly reference.assembly of your that is the presentation layer. So what is the cause of assembly references here? Assembly reference is the shopping cart dot presentation layer, and here is assembly reference. So the same thing you can do it with the next chaining method, that is register fluent validators. And I want to apply the fluent validations in application layer. So what is the application layer is, and here we have application layer, and I want to add a new you know uh, I want to add a new thing, that is new manage NuGet package first, that is Fluent validations. So just add Fluent validation, and Fluent validation is Fluent validation.ASP.NET Core. That is this fine, and install it. Okay, now your Fluent validation.ASP.NET Core is installed successfully. Now just after that you can add the assembly reference class in application layer. So add a new class, new empty file, and that class name is assembly reference.cs file. The same class is present in the presentation layer so that we can use it here. That is, class is assembly reference class is the static class, and also here we have a assembly. I want to get the total assembly, I mean to say that application layer. So the type of assembly reference, I want to get the type assembly reference of dot assembly. So that you can use here Fluent validations, go to definition first, and here we go. Now just uncomment this section. Now services dot add Fluent validations. Add Fluent validation is Fluent validation dot ASP.NET Core, because we already add a application layer in the dependency of your application layer. So just open it as a project. You can say that infrastructure and presentation. Infrastructure is also contained the application layers. So that you can add Fluent validation is here. Now just after that fv dot the next thing is to add. Okay, I want to apply the Fluent validation at the level of assembly. So you can just add services dot add uh, Fluent validation from assembly. Add Fluent from assembly. Okay, and here we go for the options. Oops. Okay, so it's not a method actually here. Services dot add validators from assembly, that one method. Now I want to add a assembly here, and assembly is a here the here we have a assembly reference in application layer. So shopping cart dot application first. So here we go for add validators from assembly. So I want to take it shopping cart dot application dot assembly reference dot assembly. Okay, now also add include include internal types. Okay, so this is that one is a property name. So include internal types colon true. By default include internal types is false. I mean to say that you can include uh, internal type instead of public type. Okay, so that one is used. So when you use application layer, because you just register Fluent validation at the level of dependency injection, at the level of root level you can say, so that you can say if you consider it application layer, and any application part is it's contain a view models and the TTOs, so that you can apply the validation Fluent validation in at the level of application layer. And also I want to add mediator in application layer. So manage NuGet package and mediator package, mediator, and just add a mediator. Here is already added, but right now I want to add a mediator in just next go to definition, and here we go for services dot add mediator from assembly. So options dot add from assembly. So you know that options dot register service from assembly, and assembly is shopping cart dot application dot assembly reference dot assembly. So this is the way through which we can just register a mediator service here. Okay, so the next term is to use program.cs register caching. So now just after that I want to register caching, so just go to definition first, and here we go for the services dot add memory cache. Okay, so that way. Now the next one is to add register context. Okay, so let's get started with the next extensions, that is to add a or register DB context. So here we have a services, or you can say just I want to get services like services dot add DB context add services dot add DB context pool. Okay, and add DB context is a method. Oops. Add DB context is also a method in your iService collection, but right now it's not visible here. Okay, now just add two things. The first one is the service provider, and the next one is the option builder. Through the option builder, we can register your connection string, and the service provider, it's used to set the database options. Okay, so now just I want to get the database options first, and we all know that database options have a class in the infrastructure project. So here we have a options, and here we have a database options class. Through the database options, these all are the properties actually existing in the here we have a app settings.json file. Okay, so here we have a app settings.json file, and these all are properties like database options, max try, data count, and all. That is already configured in previous early video tutorials. Now I want to register this database options here first. Okay, so where database options is services dot get options. Get options is a generic options, get options database options. Okay, and that is a method. Okay, we all know that that one is get options is actually you can add here, and that is public static T options. T options and get options. Okay, so here we have a public static task continued options. Instead of, you can use T options. Okay, and T options is what? Okay, so you can define the T options here where T options is a type of class and a new object here. So that one is T options. T options is right there. Okay, so T options is just after that you can use there. So just use T options here. Okay, so you can just add, just get the options of your T class. Class name is the database option. So you just retrieve all these, properties. And T options is a class, that is a database option is a class. And just initiate, you can just add builder.service provider. So here we have a services.build service provider, and now just after that return the value. Okay, so here we have a options, and that similar like that we have a T options, that we have a T options dot value. Just I want to get in the I options. And what is I options is, I options is Microsoft extension. Okay, and just return it options dot value. That's fine. Now you can see that here we have a get options, through which we just retrieve the I options values. Okay, okay, now here we have a database options. Now just after that we can access all these remaining properties like connection string. Okay, so option builder dot use SQL server. Use SQL server is a method under your package. So manage NuGet package, and just type it SQL server. Microsoft.entity framework core.SQL server is your package name, and just click to I accept button. Okay, now here we have a DB context option builder does not contain a definition of use SQL server. Okay, it's installed properly, I think, so that you can see here we have a uninstalled option is there. So use SQL server, just use control dot and resolve the connection string and entity framework core package. And you want to remove the error by using Microsoft Entity Framework core namespace to add at the top of label. Okay, so database options, we know that have a connection string. Okay, now also you want to set the timeout properties by with the help of the options. Okay, so we can use it here as a options. Okay, so there is a no need to add extra like max retry count, max retry delay and all. Okay, so this is much easier to add there. And if you want to add these all, so you can add options, and just after that we can initiate again options dot and command timeout, like that command timeout, and database have a command timeout. So database dot command timeout, you can initiate it. Okay, so you know that that options is used. Get options is a method under your static class. Is a extension method also. You can just get all the options, so initiate in the class and just return your T options. T options, I mean to say that database options, so which class you just provided here. So with the help of service provider dot builder build service provider. Okay, and service provider dot get services, that is I options and T options. So just get the value of the T options, so options dot value, that's fine. Okay, now the next part is to come in the next video. Thank you very much to think about this project, because it's a project based tutorials, and these all tutorials uh, much high real-time projects. Okay, so you know that you learn lots of things about ASP.NET Core, REST API, Dapper, Angular, Entity Framework Core, and the React. Okay, so it's a beginning of your career. Just fill the form that you found in the video description box. So must to fill this and crack this deal.